Okay, hey Aries, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with July's reading, and I myself am also an Aries, so I'm excited to see what's cooking. If anyone wants to email me for a private personal reading, my email is tara@tarastarot.com, and you can also book below. Okay, so I'm going to just talk about a couple points and then go through. So this looks like for Aries in July, for the Aries this is meant for, this is a time of healing right now. We're kind of being guided away from a more toxic storyline we've created for ourselves, or any kind of negative thought pattern or influence or illusion we're operating on. I think we're being guided away from that, and that's kind of coming to an end. There's this whole eruption right now of this positive potential. So in the core, in the present of our, reading, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So, there's stuff, on fire right now, cooking in our lives. This is the beginning and the potential of something huge that has all this creative promise and emotional promise. So I feel like there's this, and Ace of Cups as well is like a new, a healing kind of new beginning, of being flooded with pure emotion and having the heart open and, forgiveness and all these kind of qualities that can come up. So there's that healing element, and then there's this working through some kind of disappointed energies, or getting away from whatever illusions we're trapped in, or whatever we're not really seeing clearly, or whatever cycle we might be keeping ourselves in, not knowing that we can free ourselves from that. Okay. So yeah, with the Ace of Wands starting us off, something's erupting, something new is being created in our lives. We're, something is, there's potential around us to really create something new, to, I don't know, it depends what's going on in your life, but this is such a positive time full of exciting promise and potential. Like something's been triggered and there's this urge or inspiration or momentum that's full of this potential and promise in our lives. And then the Ace of Cups is like amazing, like, showing the fulfillment we'll feel, and that there is this promise of love. This could be about somebody else. This could just be within yourself, in your own life, loving your life more, becoming aligned, and kind of like losing, the barriers the walls we've built, or whatever that may be. So there's that, the birth of something new. Something is being implanted in our lives that, is around us, that we can expand and run with and grow with. I feel like this is on the bottom of the reading. I feel like we're being offered like an opportunity, like this is our time, or something is coming to us that's meant to be, and we're being bestowed with this gift or this opportunity or this payback. Something is balancing out, and it's like this is time for this kind of eruption of potential to take place, and it's a gift in our lives, because it's basically saying the stage is set for whatever you want with your free will, whatever you're intending, whatever energy you're sending out there. The time is right for that to expand, and for the universe to support that, and there be opportunities and that energy to grow. Okay, so there's something confusing about this I have to look into. It looks as if, okay, everything's great, The Ten of Cups is showing overhead the reading, so what's on the surface level, what's apparent, what kind of we're focusing on. This is, ongoing contentment, feeling emotionally secure, happy, fulfilled, enjoying that process, and knowing that this is going to last. Like, this is a secure feeling, and a beautiful, this is the maximum of that love feeling. This is, so things seem to be very strong and happy and exciting. But then there's this element of like, okay, yeah, okay, I just saw something else I want to say. But there's this element coming into the future of like discontent, or not wanting to take an opportunity, or being bored, or missing what's around you and feeling dull, like down, like you're missing something. So I don't understand that when there's so much here that looks so beautiful and supportive. So we've got the Four of Cups in the near future. So we're going to look at this and clarify this. Sometimes this shows up when we're just so used to, things not going our way, or being in the energy space we're in, if we're unhappy, or if we're bored, or if we're stuck in a rut. And so this can be an indication of us not really seeing the beauty of our lives and what really is available to us. And instead our attention is drawn and just focusing on what we think isn't working, what we don't like and don't want, and what we feel trapped by or let down by and disappointed by. So there's this disconnect between our experience, because remember, this is a minor card. This is how our free will affects our day-to-day experience. But the Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups is like that primordial gift from God, like that meant to be alignment of the universe, where, so maybe you're also kind of thinking about things as this exciting inspiration hits. Maybe you're thinking about things in the near future that really aren't working in your life, that aren't in alignment with that. Maybe you're thinking, what needs to go, what needs to be re-examined, what am I not happy with? So that's another thing, a message. Because also on the bottom of the deck, when I shuffled, was the Five of Cups. So this is indicating emotional disappointment, again, a little bit stronger than the Four. The Four is more like I'm bored and this is dull and I'm missing the point of all this and I don't feel meaning in my life. This is like I've been let down and I feel emotionally sad, or I'm looking at what really didn't work and has been ruined, or whatever. So what's going on? Because we're showing up and our environment is showing up as healing. So we're coming up as the Six of Swords, moving to a better place, a better mindset, getting away from the drama or the toxicity or the negativity or the chaos of what you were just going through, and really heading to a more peaceful place, a calmer place, a better place. So seeing things with a better perspective, getting into a more positive zone, leaving behind a lot of that stress and mental pressure. Environment, we've got the Star, so this is a major card, meaning we're meant to go through this. This is in alignment with our soul's path and journey right now. So our environment is the Star. This is so beautiful. There is so much hope and healing around us. So we're meant to kind of, I feel like, be refreshed. Something in our life is meant to be refreshed and healed. And we're meant to be kind of reinvigorated. So the Star is all about that, raw possibility and hope, and being guided and inspired, getting messages, seeing signs, really believing in something. And it feels like it's a renewal energy. Seeing what could be again, seeing what possibilities there are. So we're being swept up in this new, opportunity right now, or this new lease on life, or, going to a better place and kind of seeing where we want to take our lives. And I feel like there's this big shift in seeing what we actually can achieve, or what can actually be created in our lives, and kind of leaving behind what has disappointed us, or not putting our attention on things that just aren't working or we don't want. Because I feel like we're moving into that energy of reviewing that in the near future, but it might just be about letting that go. Because as we come into the outcome, I'll show you what order they come out in. So we have the Devil. So this is about some, element of illusion in our life, and this is triggering our choice to use our own power and see the truth, act in alignment with what we actually want, and be an advocate for our own happiness, not be trapped or believe we're trapped in a reality we don't want or don't like, to not be attached to things that we feel we owe to other people, or we have to be in a situation that isn't good for us. Sometimes too, in an illusion way, this can come up where we think we're so used to thinking our thoughts and going through the humdrum day to day and kind of telling ourselves, having the same perspective, and getting in the drudgery of like what we don't really love, that we kind of can forget what's real and what's not, and we can kind of like keep ourselves in that reality and create that reality and further create that reality, when really it's not the reality we want to be in, and it's just an illusion that we feel like we have to be in. So that is kind of, on a deeper level, something that this situation is working through us right now. We are meant to learn and kind of confront that aspect of ourselves so that we can move through it. Interestingly enough, we've got the next card is the Seven of Pentacles. Remember, this is our outcome. So this is about a choice and being able to change the game if you want. This is about something that has developed. So the world you have created for yourself. You're being offered another opportunity or another way you could go. And this is kind of like thinking like, okay, wait, what reality am I creating for myself? What do I actually want? I don't have to continue on with this path of what I've always been doing. I can change. I can change it to whatever I want. So it's that whole process of, okay, how do I want to practically move forward? What life am I creating? And it's in my hands. How can I contribute? What choices can I make? And then we've got the Ten of Swords. So some painful cycle, some painful storyline in our lives is coming to an end. So I think that has to do with choosing to get away from this devil energy, this belief that we're trapped or we're stuck in a situation that we don't want to be in and we don't like. But the reality is there's a whole other reality out there. The devil is illusion and being attached to something that isn't going to make you happy. And it's about that coming to completion, that being let off the hook, being enough already. I'm choosing a new path. I'm choosing to be happy. I'm choosing to use my opportunities and see what's ahead of me and what could be, instead of focusing on what I don't want, what doesn't work, what I'm upset about. The last card in the outcome is the Queen of Cups. So this is a healing card as well. This is a reflective card. This is getting in tune with our inner self, our connection with God and the universe, and having an emotional inner world that we reflect upon, that heals us, that teaches us things, our inner knowing, our inner knowledge, our who we are inside, what is our real heart, what is so this could be getting insight, getting having healing come through, seeing the light, having that intuition, or processing, where you've been and where you've come from in this process that has unfolded. So I feel like we're in a good position, and we really do have our happiness in front of us, and we're being guided and led along down that path. we may have gotten a little bit off track for some of us, or we may, but we're being rerouted to what's going to make us happy and to what's true. And we're having that life lesson right now of contending with what reality we're creating for ourselves and what we're choosing to believe. So I think that's the best way I can sum it up. Aries, I hope you guys have a great July. This is positive. It's just getting rid of what needs to be getting rid of. And that can be a little bit of a process. But, if anyone wants to look at your own situation in depth, you can email me at tara@tarastarot or book below if you're ready. And, yeah, I will see you guys next month. So have a great July. Oh, and leave comments. Let me know how it all, okay.